Oh, I know what else I gotta do. Let me try that. Yeah, y'all hear me now? Yeah, let me know, Steven. My bad. This is crazy. Yo, what up, James Hudson? You hear me, homie? Let me know if you hear me, man. I got a lot. I got so much content that I'm about to go back through the files and make mad shorts. So when y'all see these shorts coming out, make sure y'all look out and appreciate it. Because yeah, I got the homie from the 30s. I just put up that short where he getting that whack about a lot of things. You know, he getting that whack about the San Diego, LA shit. How whack try to turn LA and Dago into something that wasn't there. All kind of shorts from niggas from hard from all kind of gangs out there in LA. They gonna join the shit. Oh, be rad here. Why he don't
What
know how
up,
to?
dude?
Oh, there we go. You hear me?
Yes, sir. Can we?
Huh? Hold on, let me
Yes,
turn my
yes,
shit
sir.
up.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm in. Say that. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
I had to turn my phone up. Yeah, man. He said Dogecoin going up now too. Shout out Stephen Charles. Shit, I'm about to put some money in that. Call my
Nice.
girl, throw a couple on that shit. Anyway, I love it. But ain't it crazy how before Trump even get in the office, a bunch of shit going down. Let's start with Mike Tyson though, man, because we late on this topic. This is the day after, but I don't see what If Mike did throw the fight, I don't see it. I think he tried his hardest. He an old motherfucker, but a lot of people came with some good proof and good things that make me think about it. Mike got 40 for the fight. Jake Paul got 20. Jake Paul, the reason the whole shit went down, basically, from my understanding, he the business mind behind it. You feel me? When you're dealing with somebody like Jake Paul, who's a YouTuber, who came up off of YouTube and finessed his way to the top, basically, you always got to question his moves and you know what I mean? Because it's like this shit is kind of crazy how it looked like Tyson wasn't really fighting. It looked like both of them wasn't really fighting. To tell you the truth.
Well, you know what it is like Tyson's a 60-year-old man. You know what I mean? Like he looks great. He's in great shape. I mean, the guy can still fucking throw punches. He can still bang with the best of them. He's a boxer at heart. He always will be a warrior. But you can only you can only be so good at a sport like boxing for so long. I mean, he's fighting a 28-year-old kid, a 30-year-old kid. He's half his age, and I mean, even what's his name was looking gassed. Jake Paul was looking gassed at the end of the fight, and it was a short fight, short rounds. You know what I mean? And I don't think the fight was thrown, but I definitely think that they had multiple agreements, like not hit people in the face, no headshots, like taking it slow, that type of shit. Like they definitely had worked out agreements on how the fight was going to go. It wasn't planned on who was going to win. I don't think that was going to wind up whoever wins wins. But I think they definitely had some little agreements in place amongst them of what they will and will not be doing in this fight because again, it's a 60-year-old man fighting a 30-year-old kid. Like,
Okay, but did you see the Roy Jones expedition fight? Because Tyson was fighting tougher in that situation. Shout out to GD Network. One of the moderators. He said he definitely threw the fight. It was a money grab. I
oh,
don't know.
there's
You
no
feel
doubt
me?
about it. This was definitely a money grab. Like you said, Jake Paul made 20, Tyson got 40. Reason being is because Tyson is the draw. Nobody's paying all that money to see Jake Paul fight, but they'll pay all that money to see Mike Tyson fight. You know what I'm saying?
So you just said, hold up, what up, ESC? What's good? You just said
What up? What up?
it
What up?
wasn't. You just said they didn't throw the fight. So I'm confused right now what you're saying because you just said two different things. You contradicted yourself. You feel me?
No, I didn't. I said they didn't throw the fight, but they had an agreement between them how it was going to go down. They didn't agree on who was going to win or anything like that. Whoever wins wins. But I definitely think that they had agreements like that. They
Who
weren't going
got
to
that
like
echo?
like.
Somebody got that fucked up echo.
Is it me?
I mean, it would make sense if he threw the fight, like I said, because the nigga need. I mean, I don't know if he need the money. The weed thing was booming in the beginning. I'm sure
No,
he's
they
still
couldn't.
getting this. Damn,
They're
what the
getting
fuck?
paid regardless.
We gotta get rid of that echo. Is y'all hearing
All
that?
right. Yeah, yeah, let me sign out. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second.
Jeez, this boy with his mic.
You
What
still
up,
hear
G?
it?
Nah, I don't
What
hear it
up?
now. What's up? We gonna start with this Tyson shit. We late on it. You feel me? But if it's a thrown fight, I'm kind of pissed off. I don't know, but I did see the Roy Jones expedition, and I see it is still there. Is that me? That ain't me. That can't be.
It's there.
Yeah,
I don't
there
hear
it
no
go.
echo.
It's going. Nah, it's still there. What the fuck? Anyway, Mike was fighting different on that Roy Jones expedition. He was coming with power, strength, force, speed. It was different. You feel me? So that's why I'm inclined to believe that he did throw that damn fight. That'll be a disgrace though. You feel me?
Man, look, we ain't stupid, man. I'm tired of these fucking celebrities and they fucking money grabs. That was a money grab. That was a thrown fight. Now listen, B Rad just said he don't think it was thrown as far as who gonna lose and this and that. But if y'all structuring the fight like as far as don't go so hard, bro, Mike was they slowed the fight down. Mike was holding back punches. And the training video of him moving fast, he ain't have none of that. So that lets me know how you train that hard, but when it comes time to fight, you ain't had half of that. No, it was a money play, and they think the celebrities think we slow. They think we slow. This is the last Jake Paul fight I will ever attend. I'd rather put my attention towards this show, that show, a money play for these celebrities for they to run off with a bunch of money and fool us. That wasn't a real fight, bro. That was not a
That
real
goes
fight.
against the whole sport. You feel me? That goes against the
Yeah.
sport. I mean, we
Oh, how
all
about
worried
this?
about boxing. We worried about Tyson. You feel me? But at the same time, you know the risk when you're going in a battle. We want to see a real fucking fight. We didn't want to see no fuck shit. So
Hey, let me say
yeah.
this. This how I knew it was fake, right? Because I watched the fights before. That Sirianni girl, the Italian girl, she
Hmm.
headbutted that Taylor girl 3, 4 times, cut her open, and continuously to headbutt her. Her daddy after the fight said if that was a real ref, he would have stopped the fight 2, 3, 4 headbutts ago. It was
I
not
believe it.
real. And
She
then
fought ruthless.
I watched it. Man, it was just then they didn't market it right. They just fucked that. That was not a real fight. The fight before with the girl headbutting was disgusting to boxing. It was disgusting, bro. And I see it was never set up from. It's set up for Jake Paul to continue his legacy. He learned with the Tyson Fury brother when he lost against a real boxer. Now they just trying to keep the exhibition going, making it look like this is a boxing match, but it's not boxing. It's not boxing.
Well, actually,
He
they
won.
they did manage to get it to be a real fight. It does count as a professional fight. So what Jake Paul did essentially was he basically went in there. I don't think they had a fix as far as who was going to win. I think they just had, like I said, an agreement between them of how the fight was going to go down. Whoever wins wins, but like certain types of things that they weren't going to do to each other. But this was all about just getting Jake Paul professional status, in my opinion.
Yeah, it'll never happen, man, because the professional boxers who actually box that he fight, he lose to. Um,
Oh yeah,
I remember.
absolutely. No, but I'm saying it did work though, because he literally that was a professional fight, so it counts. So he has a
Yeah, but this
win
is the
as a
thing.
professional.
That's if he's going for that. See, they gotta stop making it feel like it's up to what they want to accomplish and benefit from. When the people are the ones who's tuning in, producing the shit. If you can't get the views, you won't get the paycheck in the first place. So yeah, you can sanction it as a
Facts.
real fight, but when the people get fed up and they start seeing and noticing, hold on, this shit don't look right. You got 1 or 2 times to fool us, then it's over with. It's over.
Hmm.
We tired, bro. And
I
that fight
agree.
before, I hope people seen that fight before where that girl head butted her way to a victory.
I didn't
Disgusting.
see
Yeah.
that.
I
Disgusting,
mean,
bro.
that fight was close though. She had butted her way to victory, but at the same time, she was quick and fast. She wasn't no punk. You
Mm-mm.
feel me?
She had
We
two,
gotta
three
give it up to
punches.
gotta give it up to Jake Paul for putting that together, I guess, and
Nah,
promoting the. I know how what you on, but I'm saying and also them females they should have been front line. They should have been they put on a real fight. I like
how
I
about this
like that
though?
Puerto Rican girl. I like both of them actually, but she was coming head first. She was fighting dirty, but it's a dirty game, and she
She
got
a
away with it.
headbutter, then puncher. Headbutt, then when they slowed it down, it was nastier. I was like, oh my God, but how about this? Fuck the Tyson and the Jake Paul shit. The fight yesterday, last night with John Jones when they brought Trump, Elon Musk out. I was like, what the fuck is this? What the
Oh man,
You know what
fuck
it
the
is.
fight? How the fuck you get Elon Musk, Bobby Kennedy Jr., Trump? He had Kid Rock. It was all a mixed multitude of crazy. Like, what the fuck is all these people doing together, bro? This is
Boxing
weird.
is being promoted as the American sport, and it's what we about basically. Head up, let's go, let's you feel me, and it's I think it's a good thing, but
No, it was great.
at the same time, we gotta show love to them females who went and showed like females could put on a show too, and they bust each
absolutely.
other head
Nah,
wide
nah,
open.
I disagree. Even the commentator was like, she don't agree with what the dad said. I said, now, if she would have fought a fair fight, I would agree with you. But once, because
Sure.
she don't agree with the disrespect. Once you disrespect in the ring, there's no more sportsmanship. Once
I
you
mean, but
that
let's
girl
be
hit,
honest here. Your girl Puerto Rico, she has some power blows all the time, but your girl, what's her name, Katie,
it was
whatever.
Taylor, it was Katie Taylor and
Yeah,
Nikki
and
Serrano.
and Serrano, Katie Taylor, she was quick with them combos, homie. She was touching it. She kept she when she start going off, she go off, and she stopped and she go
But
off, but she quick.
those
She was hitting her
combos
ass.
only came at the end of the match, and she only had a set of one combination that do. But that was way after you done cut her, headbutted her 4 times. Bro, what she would do was go to hug and lead with her head and come straight up, boom, hit her
Yeah,
every
yeah,
time. It's like, hold
tapping with
on.
that head, but
I get the
That's dirty.
boxing part,
That's dirty.
but I give it to you one time. But when I notice that you're doing it to gain an advantage, that becomes disrespect. That's disgusting. No,
yeah. So
no
Yeah,
they
respect.
you're
had
cheating because it's cheating. It's cheating.
It's cheating.
Yeah, you might be right. She was under pressure. They
And,
asked if we bet. Y'all know I sent y'all a text like y'all want to put a bet on this
I'm
thing.
so glad
My
I didn't
dumb
bet,
ass.
bro.
I made a little $100 bet. I lost. And then the GD network. He said he bet he bet like a fool. He said he 5 bets lost 1,400. Damn.
And then
Damn, you got smoked.
it was like, bro, from the rounds and the minutes, you could tell it was structured in the sense of we're not gonna do the most up front because we got 2-minute rounds. Then when I started seeing the body language and the psychology behind it, I was like, this is set up. This is bullshit. I'm glad I didn't bet because this ain't fair. This ain't fair competition. More importantly, the age, I ain't want to make it, but at the end of the day, okay, you beat 58-year-old Mike with a knee brace
That's old.
on, and it looked like to me, but it's not old because his training didn't reflect that. So there's no way you can
Oh,
go
he
from
looks
that
good in
training
training, sure.
to that right there without it saying, hold on, y'all just made a play. Because we ain't see 25% of the training video in the match. And
Yeah,
y'all
but
come
if the
out here.
trainers told him, Mike, you might want to take it easy because they see certain things during the training. And Mike, I mean, if it's a money play, you feel me? Can we be mad at Mike or what?
Yeah, yeah. Because at the end of the day, if this was like I say 5 years ago, cool. This during COVID, cool. But we at a point now where we respect entertainment, but you're not stop. We tired of being bamboozled. You know what I'm saying? We're
Yeah,
tired of the bamboozle shit, bro.
And we
yeah.
Just
not
He
and if that's the case,
disrespected.
let us know. This ain't no real thing, y'all. We just going out there to spar really in the exhibition match style and give y'all some entertainment. But don't make it seem like, oh, this is a real and he slapped him. You ain't do half of that in the fight. What was you see when
he
he
slapped
slapped him, he
fire out.
slapped him and ducked. So I was like, what was any of that in the fight? So that lets me know right there, this was a reality TV boxing. Yes, that's what that was. Reality
Were you
TV boxing.
so were you entertained by the other fights or
The
what?
other
Was
fights
it
were
worth it?
better. The other fights was like that was the best shit ever. They were actually out there fighting. The light skinned dude with the braids, he won and he fucked his leg up. The girls was fighting. You get here and it's just like, oh, you got me. Madison Square Garden. Y'all got it. Okay. All right.
I don't
That's
know.
cool.
Tyson looked mad at the end. He was like, "Oh, maybe his brother. I'll fight his brother or some shit." He looked like he was a
Well,
little
guess what?
mad.
Good
Or was
luck
it
to you.
disappointment because he know what he did? Was it like hurt? If he really a real true to life boxer that really about that sport, He gonna
He
feel
is.
away if he actually threw that fight for some bread. He gonna feel away internally.
Man, they wasted my
Yeah.
time and they stretched it. Look how late it was, bro. They gotta start considering the East Coast, man. Like, come on, y'all.
That
It's
shit was
12
late out
o'clock,
here.
bro. I
That
understand
was
it's
late.
Saturday, but people got shit to do. I told him, I said, look, I would have rather watched the movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, 12
Yeah.
o'clock. That's
I got
ridiculous.
lucky. I fell asleep before the fight, even like before, like it was supposed to start at 8 o'clock, right? Those are the undercards, though. I completely forgot about it because I haven't watched boxing in forever. But I wound up falling asleep like shortly before 8, and then I woke up and I was like, "Damn, tell me I missed it." And as soon as I woke up, that's right when the fight was like starting 5 minutes later. Thank God, so I made it in time. But as you were saying, EST, about him feeling a certain way, yeah, he is going to feel a certain way because even if
I
I
said
mean,
that.
maybe he threw it. Oh, okay. But you said it. So if he threw it, obviously he will definitely feel a certain way because he is a true competitor. He is a boxer, but he's also a student of boxing. He knows everything about every fighter. I mean, his knowledge of the fight game is insane, both how to fight, but also the history of it. He's all about 100% boxing. That is Mike Tyson. So he's absolutely, regardless if he threw it or not, he's definitely going to feel bad about it because he disrespected himself and he disrespected the sport. He disrespected the sport of boxing.
Mike said he don't care. He said, who cares about legacy? Y'all see that he got a viral clip going around right now where he that girl Jazzy, the interviewer, the little 12, 13-year-old girl who interviewed everybody, she got an interview
Right.
with him. And he was like, she asked him about legacy. He's like, what do we care about legacy? I'm gonna be dust. We're all dead. You know, what does that mean? That's ego. And I agree with that part of
Yeah,
it.
He's kind
Tyson.
of right.
Tyson got
He's kind of
wiser.
right.
You know, he smoked that good dope. You feel me? He got wiser throughout time and things like that. But B Rad, it sound like to me like you don't feel like he threw the fight.
I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. I'm not even gonna front. I didn't even really think about it, to be honest, if the fight was thrown or not. I could tell at the very, very end. I could tell that there was definitely an agreement made between them of how the fight was going to be fought. Like I said, not necessarily to win or lose. That was up to whoever won or lost, I guess. But just the way they were going to fight the fight, like Tyson wasn't. I think that Jake Paul told him like, "Yo, do not fucking crush my face," because if Tyson caught him with one shot to the face,
But how
he would
about this
kill him.
though? How about this? I take points away from Jake Paul because what we call standing in the paint, he never did that the whole fight. He
No,
backed
he
up and
ran
was
the
like,
whole
bro,
time.
you can't expect a 50-year-old, 8-year-old man to
To be
chase you
chasing.
around. And yes, you're a young man, you bigger than him,
Yep.
stand in the paint for at least 10 seconds so we can see that instead of throwing some punch. And as soon as Mike would have normally come up out that, he already anticipating and running. It's like, hold on, man. Nah,
Yep.
you can't, you gotta
But when
stand
you
in the
say
paint.
that, it make me feel more like Mike ain't throw the fight. He was running, chasing his ass.
But that's the
No,
thing.
that's what I'm saying. That's
That's
what I'm
the
saying.
thing.
I don't think he threw the fight, but I think, like I said, they had agreements. Like Jake Paul is going to run away the whole time and do not hit me in the face. That's
Nah,
why he wouldn't get in close and box with him. He
for
wouldn't
one,
get up front and box with him.
the visual giveaway was that knee brace. That let you know right there Mike couldn't chase him because he got a knee
That's
brace.
true.
And look how he's shifty. He was moving shifty like he never boxed in his life. It's like, hold on, this is acting. This is acting, Mike, because the training, you don't even move like that. But for Jake Paul to run so much the whole match, let me know he know Mike can't chase him and beat him to no corner. So why don't you stand in the paint with him? 27 years old.
But that
Nah,
sets
Well,
it up
Mike,
for them. If he did throw the fight, it set it up for the strategies to be the strategists that analyze fights to be like, yeah, Tyson was tired from chasing his
no,
ass.
it's already out here. They breaking it down. Go look on Instagram. One dude broke it down and shown how when Mike slipped a punch, he said, look right there. He kept his right hand tucked. He could have came right with something immediately. He was like,
unloaded.
nah, man. This is when you break down a tape in slow motion, it reveals a lot of shit, man. And he didn't stand in the paint with Mike Tyson for 5 seconds, not for 5
Definitely didn't.
seconds one time. Like, no, even real boxers don't do that. You get sometimes a 5, 6 seconds where they stand in the paint and
And
it's
just
just
go
from
at
the
it.
shoulders. Ain't no legs
Yeah.
moving. And they wasn't doing that. So I was like, nah. And he can't chase you, bro. He got a knee brace and he's 58.
Yeah. Yep.
And
Yep.
you
My
still
nigga
was
lost
winded.
money. My nigga GD Network, he lost a lot of money, 1,400. Man, I'm sorry, homie. You feel
Yeah,
me?
I never would have put a dollar on this fight.
Nah,
Like
nah.
that's how I got into boxing for the little while that I was into it. I was heavy gambling with football, and this was around the time when like it was De La Hoya and Mayweather type fights. So like I made a bunch of money on those fights, but then I really got into the sport. Um, but then it just kind of fell off, and MMA picked up. So it kind of fell off to me. But yeah, man, I would never have laid money on this fight, never in a million
You
years,
see
because
what
I knew
Tank
that it was going
said?
to be some fuck shit.
Fishy shit.
You
Hey,
heard what
speaking
Tank
of
Who's that?
said?
fishy shit, did y'all see the thing? I'm not. This off topic, but me and my girl, cause she into all this crazy ass shit. I am too. Like, did y'all see the whole conference with the all the chairmen sitting there and they're being questioned, or they're questioning not the Pentagon but big other officials and other people with good credentials on all these UFOs, or what they call them now,
Oh
UAPs or
yeah,
whatever the
that
fuck.
happened last year. They debriefed the files. You know what I'm saying? I thought you were talking about where they were sitting down with like Boeing CEO and grilling him. But you talking about when they declassified and debrief. They have to do that every what be rad 30, 45 years or some shit like that. They have to debrief.
Cause I just seen
What
it
a
recently.
full
It looked
debrief
new.
on. Yeah, I don't know exactly what Bush is talking about, but I watched like tons of like government grillings, basically like Matt Gates going in on people and shit like that. So I didn't see this one specifically that you're talking about,
Yeah,
but
it
I've
was a
seen tons
meeting,
of things
and
like
they
that.
basically they gave us some stuff from, and they went back as far as 2016, as far as the videos, this, and that. But
They went to the
Trump,
50s. They went to the 50s,
yeah, they
and they
well
said they
Roswell,
picked up bodies.
Roswell.
yeah, well Roswell. But this is the thing. Trump said he's about to debrief the JFK files, and in the JFK files we have that in there. And he also said on Joe Rogan, because basically what he's saying is the CIA. He said, guess what? They're gonna be interested in what happened to Martin Luther King Jr. too when I release that.
Oh,
He
Yeah,
said,
but
we
he
oh.
already
also
did.
said,
I'm not. We ain't gonna.
but
Black folk ain't
Nah,
gonna
we
be
already know
surprised.
but no, that's the
But
thing, Bush. We don't know that the CIA had a hand in it. The same people
yeah,
who tried to
who
kill
don't
him.
know? The CIA got a hand in.
No,
No,
we say
I
no,
know.
we
I
say
didn't know that.
government. We say government, right? But we don't
Nah, I
think
knew the CIA would crack
a
with
lot
that.
of people don't know that
With
though, bro. A
with,
lot of people don't
with
know that they'll say the FBI before the CIA. You know what I'm saying?
nah, the CIA had a hand in with Malcolm X,
So
with a
then,
lot of shit.
Malcolm X daughter got action at her lawsuit because it's debriefed that the government, and then the dude's still alive, and he tried to, it's all gonna come out, man. This is the year of the water bear, man. It's the age of Aquarius.
I
All
love
this
it.
shit is coming out, bro. It's like,
I had to
yeah,
take my
but back to
phone.
what your girl was saying though. They're debriefing, and they're letting us know. Listen, but if you listen to the ancient texts and all this they been saying we ain't been here. Why would we be here by ourselves? Come on.
Oh, I think everybody
so
understands that, but
that's a big waste of
where the
space.
bullshit comes in is them hiding. Damn, I'm sorry, y'all.
But this the
I'm in a
thing.
I don't know.
Think of the average person that's on social media right now. You have to hide extensive information for people like that. Now I kind of see why the government has to lie, and they can't tell you flat out truths with these people out here nowadays.
But
They
that's not your
can't.
Of
decision
course.
to make. Am I wrong, B Rad? That ain't nobody's decision to make. Yeah, y'all can't make them type. I'm sorry. Like, we need to know if we citizens of this of whatever the hell we at. If our country learns some shit,
You hear
then the
that word you
people need
said?
to know.
That the mere fact you called yourself a citizen, you robbed yourself of your
No,
worldly
I
rights.
said if we're citizens, like they say. I
See, but
said they.
I get what you're saying, but the average person that says that they're a citizen don't know that they make themselves property of the government. Now, you being born on this
Yeah,
earth,
if I'm the
yeah, you
property of
have
the
the right to
government.
know that. But being born on this earth, out this system, consciously, you already know that aliens exist. But once you want to be a citizen with your liberty, then you at liberty for what they want to tell you.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's
But
how it
but
works.
That's true.
but
That's
that's
true.
not
If
that
you
that
want
go
their
that
rights,
that has nothing to
if
do with my point of what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I said if listen to the words. If we're citizens of this country, we should be privy to this information off top. It shouldn't be no like, and we deal with it the way we deal with it. Don't hide information. It's like, what the fuck?
yeah, but
That's
listen,
what I'm
You're a
saying.
listen.
citizen.
The problem is though, like, all right, so let's say all these UAPs, right? Let's say that it turns out that it's not aliens, right? It's not people from other dimensions. It's nothing other than our government, or actually our military industrial complex has some really really advanced shit. Whether or not it was a crash retrieval or they just came up with it, because technology seems not to have moved that much. I mean,
Right.
computers, yes, but look at our planes. We're still flying the same planes that were bombing fucking Germany in World War II. You know what I'm saying?
But
Same
not
style
really,
planes and shit.
though, because we got that new F, whatever that's faster than
Yeah,
the F-30.
no. But I'm saying like commuter jets, like
But
you
there,
know, stuff that you would.
but this is the thing. The technology will never be released where you can see it to the public. It's always going to leak through the military first. But back to your point, right?
That's not
Well, what I
good.
was getting at is that if it is, let's say it is our military industrial complex, right? Or let's say it's another government that has this stuff and it's not us. Either way, they can't tell us that, because if they tell us, the citizens, that, then they're telling the enemy that too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You can't be
yeah.
telling the
That's
enemy
another
everything.
thing.
Oh,
And
you're
on
right.
top
Good point. I
of
like that.
two things can be true. It can be aliens and they found the technology and back engineered it. And
Sure.
everyone could have been an alien thing on up to a point where they took it over. Now they're trying to mimic something to take the credit, because everybody know they're going to create the distraction and have the solution. You know,
Okay, so you're
Of
not with
course.
them. You're not with them fucking grilling these people. You're not with this. You with the
I
way
am.
it's been going. You're with the
no,
fact
what
that
I'm
we
with
don't know
is
this information.
no, what I'm with is like, man, I was screaming to everybody a couple years ago when they debriefed these files. They seem like the average person don't give a fuck, but when they went to the Congress and they debriefed and had that whole 3 hour thing I watched, they said verbatim, yes, you can change the name to whatever you want, UAP, UFO, this whatever. It don't matter. We know it's not from this planet, but it's not nothing to be scared about, because sunlight is a unidentified object, because it's extraterrestrial, because it don't
We
come
don't
from
know.
this earth.
Yeah. Yep. You're right. Mm.
So we got to
Well,
start
I'm
thinking
not
about what we
scared.
consider
Don't get
aliens
me
and
wrong.
extraterrestrial, because if that's the case, sunlight is extraterrestrial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any intelligent people shouldn't be scared of
Nah.
super intelligence, higher intelligence coming here, because intelligence don't do dumb shit. You
Well,
know.
that's
actually,
not
So
what
true.
if I was to
That's
tell
not
you that
true.
I hear you, but I'm not scared of high intelligence. I'm sorry.
No,
Go ahead.
check it out. No. It's not that you should necessarily be scared of a higher intelligence. And I understand the entire thought process of, if they're far more advanced in intelligence than us and they've bypassed war. That's not necessarily true. But even if they have bypassed war, if they are coming here for a specific reason and we're in their way and they're super intelligence compared to us, we have no problem moving ants out of the way. We have no problem crushing homeland to all these animals that live here.
Yeah,
Why would a
this,
super advanced
that's my
race
point.
care about
But that's what
us?
I'm saying.
not even that.
But
What
my
makes you think
question,
they wasn't here before your species developed to the point that you are here now? What
Mm.
makes you think they
Because
wasn't
our
been in?
concept of time might not be.
Right.
Yeah, it's
It's
true.
it's it's
Yeah.
it's,
yeah,
entities that is seeing the dimension of time and been here and established systems that gonna keep you in the loop the whole time in the first place. So, and what makes you think you're not alien? Only species with two eyes,
I
two
mean,
legs, walking upright,
yeah.
speaking their language.
Oh, good point.
yeah,
I
Yeah.
heard.
yeah,
I was watching
Watch the
some
movie
podcast on there.
Prometheus. They tell how the
of
story
course.
about how they came and dropped their DNA and over
Yep.
time. That's one
Prometheus was
story.
a great. That's a deep movie too. That's a deep
Right.
movie.
Right. But this the thing, it's not a good movie if you don't know all of the symbols. Like
Backstory.
when he came and he dropped the shit in the river, they wouldn't
Hmm.
know. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I was
Hmm.
explaining this to somebody about Prometheus. In Latin, that just means hindsight. But Prometheus had a brother named Anthroprometheus, which means foresight,
Foresight.
hindsight, and foresight. So then that lets
Yeah.
you
Yes.
know that they're telling a different story. This has nothing to do with a Prometheus or alien. They're being really allegorical when they're talking about these things.
You know they are. It's all
Yeah.
strategic and everything else. And when you brought up the what you said something about whatever, but it made me think of they were talking about submersions in the ocean and the fact that we
Yeah.
only know
Absolutely.
5% of the ocean of our ocean, and we know more about space. You smell me? Like
How
it's
about this? They
crazy, bro.
know. They know about that ferment in the ocean that can't
It
be
could be a
descended in.
whole damn thing
They
in the ocean,
know.
a whole
They
civilization.
they tell us that they don't know it's only X or Y Z been. No, we've been down there the same way we've been up here. That's how we can release different species of squid that we done
And they
seen
don't want to let us know
X
certain
amount.
things.
They'll let
You
you know
see?
Well, that's
species of certain fish, but they're not going to tell you, hey, it's a ferment down there.
What'd you say, B
well.
Rad?
Check this out. Check this out. So this, I'm kind of jump back to the whole disclosure thing when they came out and released the information saying that there are UAP, and they had all the hearings and all that. My question is for what reason would the government come out and start telling us all this stuff and giving us all this information? Like, why they would just
I
do it
know.
just to be nice? It's so the government doesn't do anything just to be nice. They don't waste money or time. Everything they do is calculated. It's a plan, and it's headed towards somewhere. So, I mean, I believe in aliens. Absolutely. I mean, I think you're a fool if you don't think there's more life out there somewhere. But that doesn't mean they've been here. That doesn't mean they've affected us in any way.
Look at the system.
But they probably have. But my question to you is, these people are not just going to tell us something for no reason. There's an end game here. So the fact that they deny. No, yeah. Basically, I think that's they basically put it out there that it exists. I think what we wind up seeing, and I've said this before on the show, I think what we wind up seeing is false flags, like fake alien ships showing up.
Back engineered government shit that's scripted for it to be like.
Well, not even. I'm talking about using like holographics and shit like that. Like not even real ships, holographics, being able to like, use like the stuff that DARPA makes and stuff like that.
To communicate.
All sorts of stuff.
Send messages, send things.
I mean, we get the point, but this is the thing with your question: why would they tell us? If it was a regime about evolving and actually. Because this civilization has to evolve. We're not going to evolve thinking minute the way we is. It's time to promote spiritualism, humanism, just so we can evolve to another different, better species. Like if we stay with this whole, this don't exist, and we out here on this space, on this ball floating. We're not going to evolve as a species,
that's
bro.
Deep. That's deep. And you know what that brings up? Religion, but I ain't going to go into that. I'm done. I'm going to stop right there. But that's deep as fuck.
But even then, even if you don't go religion, just telling us about aliens so we can wrap our minds around it so we can continue to evolve in a certain way in that direction, letting us know it's something bigger, it's something different. So we can evolve. If we stay in this,
can we not agree that the obvious thing is they getting our ideas, they getting us ready for the inevitable, they getting us ready for the idea that they were speaking on. But look at how back in time we are, because their main thing was the 50s. And they brought up the 50s and that shit that we all know about and the Roswell thing, whatever else. They said, and dudes, he was questioned by the chairman, and he said, yeah, they found biological shit. Not just,
it ain't even that though. But this the thing. This is why I love research and history, right? Because it ain't just that. Stalin has a gold statue in the middle of Antarctica. We were like, why? Then you go and look, everybody has a treaty down there. Why is that? Yeah. Why is the Rockefeller down there? It gets super deep. Then it lets you know that's terrestrial.
Yeah, my girl would love that. She gonna watch this. It's her.
And we got admirals who flew down there who gave statements, but this the thing, that's on terrestrial ground. But y'all worried about upspace.
Fact. Stalin has a mind. These are all facts.
That's a fact that Stalin has a gold statue to this day, and you can go on YouTube and look at it because there's people who went fuck skiing. He'll attach a ski.
YouTube got a bunch of shit that.
Now check this out. He hooked a parachute to some skis, and that's how he used to travel because it's so far out in the middle of nowhere. And he came to it and it's documented. It's on Catch the Wind. It's on YouTube. A gold statue of Stalin. So we're like from the USSR. Like that's not coincidence.
It's like, why are you saying like why?
No, you can't explain it. Once you use your mind, see, a citizen ain't gonna understand.
I know what you're saying, but what I'm saying, it's like I know. Go ahead.
Right.
Explain. Go ahead. I know what you're saying.
The common folk gonna be like, what is that there for? But the people who think for themselves gonna say that nothing is a coincidence when you do stuff like that. That's how humans work. Once I find something in this work, this is my staple and my stamp. I don't do that for no reason. Why ain't he do it? In New York? Why in Antarctica? Because there's something there.
Got a lot of mystery surrounding it.
And a lot of their technology and weapons, they were in contact with these people. Look at this is how they disrespect us. Even with the games in Modern Warfare, they told us about the Russian scientist who was in contact with the aliens in Antarctica, created the zombies and special weapons and this and that. And they'll put it in the game, and you'd be like, "Oh, that's a good." No, that's Operation Paperclip. Operation Paperclip. We got the Hunters. With Al Pacino to this day. Hunters 1 and 2 is a series on Netflix about Hitler escaping and then being in South America. And you look in South America and you see all these German spoken towns with architecture and all that. You're like, well, damn. In Brazil.
Have you seen the, I forget what show it was and who did it. I'm just blanking on the name right now, but did you see when they went down to Argentina to like these towns like you said?
That guy went on Joe Rogan. I know exactly who you're talking about. He went down there and documented the towns, but you could have went on, you can go on Google or Gemini and research it and look at the architecture of the houses, and it's 90% speaking German.
It's all German, blonde hair, blue eyes. Like
but the
speak
government
German.
told you though that they didn't kill everybody. They brought some of those scientists over here.
Yeah, we did that in Operation Paperclip. That was
Operation
Paperclip.
This guy's still alive.
Yeah.
This guy's still alive.
What you were talking about in Antarctica was called Operation High Jump. That was led by Admiral Byrd.
Admiral Byrd, correct.
He's the one who apparently.
Let me go check out Admiral Byrd Antarctica, and she gonna have.
I think y'all touched on that in the past too, and that's
I'll send you. Hold on, how about that? Before that, I need to send her the Obama deception since she likes shit like that.
We done. Nah, nigga, you ain't sending her nowhere, motherfucker.
Oh my god!
Fuck out of here.
Yeah. Check out Admiral Byrd though.
Shit, you know,
that alien shit.
Yeah.
It is.
Admiral Byrd
it
apparently.
Spun my head when I heard it, and they got.
You know, it's wild.
What get me though is the flat earthers, and then they tie it all into the Antarctica.
See, but they got a point. But it's to a they see. This is why I don't want people to when they talk about flat Earth, they talk about dimensions being stacked on top of each other. That's what they're talking about, it being flat. But they're not talking about the whole globe itself, because that's not
people that I'm talking to. They talking about it's flat.
Yeah, these people think the world is flat and there's an edge.
So where's the edge?
I get what you're saying.
They say Antarctica, and I'm like, okay, Antarctica only is. That don't make sense then. If it's a
well, no, they say there's an ice wall. They say there's an ice wall around it. Basically, yeah, and it's miles high. You can't get past
it. I'm saying, am I wrong or not?
It's not bullshit. It's not bullshit. There are ice walls, and if you ask me,
I'm not talking about the ice walls. I'm talking about the flat Earth is bullshit.
Okay, how about this? This dude was trying to say, it's on YouTube. He was trying to prove that the Earth is flat, and he proved himself wrong.
He proved that it was round. Yeah,
he proved himself wrong. He said if the Earth is flat, it won't be no curvature. So if I stick this thing up, it won't be no light. When he stuck it up,
and you won't see the light. He saw the light because it bends with it. Because
no, and he's saying it's curved.
No.
If it wasn't,
he was trying.
He would have seen the light from up here. He had to raise it.
Went out of space and he showed the pictures, and like we see the Earth, you see real pictures.
But we wrong. A lot
of people got the same people think Elon Musk is an alien. And
that argument comes from the firmament. Well, listen,
I'm just saying.
I'm kind of with it, man. I'm kind of with it.
I mean, listen, I wouldn't say a robot, necessarily.
Some people who was autistic to the point where their minds work like machines, bro. Let's stop.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like
there's people out there that are different.
One Stephen Hawkins.
And in the meeting, I'm sorry, they brought up like implanting eggs or whatever else, making hybrid humans. Are you talking about that, or are you talking about a straight being from another planet here?
Hold on, we make hybrid humans right now. It's called in vitro insemination. What do they call IVF?
In vitro.
Yeah, in vitro. So we make hybrid. You can pick your color. You can cut out certain genetic diseases.
Yeah, of course. They use CRISPR. They use a program. A program called CRISPR.
You're right. Right. We're working with zygotes and doing that shit now.
Okay, yeah, well, it's illegal. It's illegal to do in America.
Elon Musk and how he ties into this whole argument.
I wouldn't say robot. I would say he's like an entity from old time that's here for a benefit. They're here to change shit. A lot of people don't understand. It's a matrix. Go watch that movie again. Everybody encoded on this shit that's playing in this play ain't got a soul. Some people do have a soul that's old from time. You got a soul old from time if your soul is intact. You know, man, they don't understand it. I feel like him. Yeah, bro. You know, he started PayPal.
Yeah, him and 25 guys. They call him
his money.
The PayPal mafia.
Before that, because look at PayPal before its time. So it's like that was Cash Out.
Yeah, when he was in college. He was like a sophomore in college, and he was doing a whole PayPal mafia. It was him and like 25 guys. They all came up with. Each one of them came up with like huge fucking websites, like major company. PayPal. There was other ones like Kayak, like all those crazy websites.
Kayak,
all those crazy websites that are just fucking daily use for so many people and blown up. And these guys are billionaires. And there was 25 of them all living in one giant fucking like huge like apartment or like whatever, something massive, a house, a mansion. And they all just developed these crazy fucking
that's divine
apps and programs.
That's divine. That's spiritual divine.
I think Elon Musk is a gift to the people, and whether or not he is a normal everyday human or an entity of some sort.
Do they know that his rockets come back to Earth? Do they know that?
They come back and land
last night. I'm like, how
That's
the fuck?
wild.
What the
And when
fuck?
that's why I bring it up. Like that's
Did
how
you
we
see the
talk.
arm? Did you see the
That shit
arm
Hold
that
came
on,
grabs it
down
hold on,
right
down?
hold on,
there.
hold on, hold on, hold
It
on.
went.
How about this? We got to give Trump his credit for giving this man a seat now, because
Absolutely.
NASA said I can't get
I
these.
guess
Boeing fucked it up because they trust in Boeing to go out
I'm
in
with the
space,
technology movement. I'm
and
sorry,
now they
Elon.
got to contact him to get the people back. But this man
But
rockets going in space and coming back.
you gotta be
NASA
careful of the
basically
technology shit. Cause I know
NASA
y'all heard
defaulted
about
to
the
Elon,
what they call that third eye and
The pineal
damn
gland.
the
yeah,
pineal
that
gland.
yeah. You feel me? And I've been on a lot of shit, and my pops been trying to have me on this shit. He always tell me breathe, study your breathing, focus, keep that open. Your what's it
But
said?
it
Your
starts from the
brain.
root. You gotta start from the root chakra in order for it to get up. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? All the way up here.
But
Start with
there's
your base.
arguments that saying we not supposed to be thinking. We not supposed to be like questioning
accessing
shit
that.
too much and act, no, we supposed to access well, the popular people wouldn't tell you to access that. You go to school, learn more, read more, get on them phones, learn, but they say to be in touch and be really in tune with the earth and the move, you need to just sit down in a quiet room and just focus on your breathing
Not even
and
that.
all
That
that stuff,
too.
and
But when the last time you had your feet on grass?
that
I
too,
do it.
feet on grass.
I listen to me. This is crazy that you said that because
My
for the
girl is
entire
on that
summer,
crazy.
I've been
Bad.
doing it for the entire summer and still to now. So back it started in like end of April, beginning of May. I would go out every day with my dog in the backyard for like 15 minutes with no shoes
Connect to the
on,
earth.
Right.
right? Fucking get some sun, whatever, and definitely have my feet on the ground. And then for the last 5 minutes, what I do is where I live, there's a lot of rocks in my area, like boulders and shit like that. But so I have rock walls in my backyard from the Dutch built them back in the 1600s, which is wild. But there's a big boulder, definitely a boulder in my backyard, but there's just a little tip of it sticking out. It sticks out like 2 inches above the grass, and it's like 6 inches around, and it's
Oh,
quartz. You can see it's just heavy quartz. So after I stand in the grass, I then stand on that for like 5 minutes and just chill.
doing some grounding, man. And
Yeah,
listen,
that's a beautiful
it's a
thing.
mixed
Grounding.
And
multitude of things
with
you
quartz,
do.
because quartz holds memory. Quartz is everything that's in computers and phones. It holds memory. Quartz is
It's
a
a
rock.
receiver.
It's a,
It's a receiver. It's a transmitter. It's
A
all that.
it's
natural receiver.
yeah, but it stores information. It stores
So you
information.
connecting with the land,
But
really.
I said
That's
that about the
really
feet thing because listen, what do they call them? The thing that you can take out your shoe.
Soul.
the soul.
You see?
Your soul.
You see?
There's all sorts of crazy things like that with like the root words of things like lead back
Mm-hmm.
to like things real like whoa, that's creepy.
Man, that's
um we live in wild times right now because like you were saying with Elon Musk, man, like this guy, we spoke about him a few weeks ago on how much he's doing and has done, like from PayPal to fucking he's building the tunnels for the trains out in California, which is insane because it's super active out there with earthquakes, and this guy is able to make tunnels in this area when no one could before. Now he's doing it. And then on top of that, he made Tesla, which he doesn't just like have a board that takes care of everything for him. Like he's hands on with everything. You know what I mean? It's not like he's just opening companies with money and then walking away or like hanging around and being a boss but not doing shit. He's the one developing this shit. And after he comes up with the idea or the process, that's when the teams come in and do the work. So this guy is handling mad shit. Then he goes on and does
The Boring
SpaceX.
Company, SpaceX.
Well, now he goes on. He's got SpaceX, and basically the United States government basically turned NASA over to him because he can do it better, cheaper, and more efficient. Like, and I mean, he's
And like I said,
decades ahead of their
we gotta
technology.
give credit to the person who conceded a man can do that and say, you know what?
Yeah,
Give him a job.
exactly. That's
Instead of the person that I
why.
want to employ.
And that's why Trump, you can tell Trump is a different breed. He is a true businessman. He's not a politician. He's a businessman because he is actually putting the right people in the right places to progress, to make progress. Whereas everybody else that comes into office is only looking for one thing, how to get themselves back in office
my
next
bad.
term.
And then what you do is you get all those people together that you put into a cabinet, and guess what, y'all? We about to go to UFC.
Yeah, so let's go out. Let's get the boys. Let's
I'm
Let's
with it.
go out.
I was in the
I'm with
front
it.
Bro,
room
it's
like,
amazing.
what the fuck is
It's
going on
amazing.
in here? What is this?
You know why? Because it shows strength. It shows unity. It shows that the people that are in power, they aren't in power. They're just the people, and they're doing this because this is us. These are the everyday guys, and I
He gonna
love it
show love
because
to
they're
Joe
finally
Rogan.
they're
He got a black
personalizing.
man in the cabinet too. Don't trip.
Yeah,
So
he's personalizing politics. Basically, he's making it for the people because it's never really been about the people since 1776.
and how about this?
Ever since after that, like it just fell apart and got greedier and greedier. Now he's bringing it back to the people in general.
And we know that the CIA been after the Kennedy family since the 60s. He go and give Bobby Kennedy a job. Hey, they tried to kill me. Come on.
You know what's crazy? What's crazy is that Bobby Kennedy multiple times requested security detail from from Secret Service. He was denied, even though he was running for president, right? And on top of that, his uncle and his father were murdered, probably by the CIA, but they were murdered in the political office. He was then running for president, was denied it, was being death threatened.
Though. He ain't need
I think they
spend no
attacked.
money on his ass.
But that's why. But look how we look too. We pause. No, not on duty. But listen, go look at the man at his age. Then go look at who he's replacing.
Yeah, I just blew up a whole comment on YouTube. It was like 3 pages long. I don't even know if I posted it in the end.
It's a transsexual. It's a transsexual woman.
But not only that, it's like look at the person. It was the Department of Health, right?
Department of Health. So, that's what I'm talking about. Her.
Yeah.
Him.
So that woman right there. I mean, she's obese, right? She's obese.
That's a man, right?
Is that too? That's true. Yeah. Okay. All right. So whatever. Aside from that, let's just say it was just a normal biological woman. She's obese. Let's just get that out of the way. And people are. No, she is. No, I don't care. She's obese. You should not be running the Department of Health if you're obese.
Yeah. And then look at Bobby Kennedy, and you be like, okay, that man should be the head of the health department. Look, he's 80 years old. Look at him.
Yep. And then these idiots on YouTube are saying it's despicable that RFK now has a position. This woman's a doctor. Da, da, da. It's like, yeah, okay, she's a doctor, cool, but like that's even worse now because her as a doctor should not be in that state of obesity. Like, how are you gonna tell? How are you gonna tell?
Be cool with the visual. Be right. Just
no. It's time. Yo, it's listen. There's this new trend going on with me. It's called speaking the truth.
He need to do
it's called talking the truth. That's why, this is why I want Trump back in office because Trump likes to fucking speak his mind. Well, we have a little bit more time, but yeah, he is basically. But look.
But you know what's crazy is how these people are using Trump before he even get in office, and then you look at YouTube, and since a lot of shit been going on since he got in office, and I'm just looking at it, and now they're turning shit upside down. I ain't gonna lie, they lying. It's a lot of lying going on, a lot of propaganda. These YouTubers,
but we all know that. But everybody knows that. Everybody's hip to it now. Nobody has any qualms about like going after Trump and saying bullshit. But everybody else knows that it's bullshit.
Guess
like 90% of what you hear is bullshit.
I made a checklist of everybody who supported that side. And I don't have nothing against you, but if you're a celebrity and you're pushing a product, I'm gonna let that come into account when it comes time to looking at your product that you're trying to review and push on somebody because,
Absolutely. Plus, you know what I love too? I wanted to bring this up is like people are losing their minds right now. Like these, the whole left and shit. Like, have you seen these videos of people like?
I've seen it. Everybody's seen a video of people screaming they're sore losers. They won't.
Yeah.
Listen, they won't Biden to drop out real quick so Kamala can be president for a while before Trump go in there. It's like, what kind of loser shit is that?
Yeah, there's people that are calling for someone to try and pass a law like super fast that Trump isn't allowed to be the president because he has convictions or something like that, which he doesn't have convictions.
Recently, the judge said they'll postpone. They asked the judge to throw it out because Trump is the president, but the judge said no, but he'll pause it. He'll pause it until.
And then you can't. And then you. But then you can't prosecute a sitting president. So that's why he's going to do it. He's not just going to outright throw the case away.
Understand. That judge need to understand what he's saying too when he say it. We'll pause your ass too. Saying, fuck you talking about?
Yeah, no. Look, people now are going to start speaking their mind. People are going to start speaking their mind now, and this is important because this country has gotten really, really way out on a limb in the last 4 years. Whereas, like everything is fucking backwards. Like just as simple as the woman running the Department of Health. Like you are not a figure of health. Get the hell out of there. All right, and then putting Bobby Kennedy in there.
My last video I put out. Going damn near 2,000 videos. I got all kind of comments. People being like, good riddance to the current administration. You got people support of the Biden administration talking shit.
Oh, it's a wobbler.
It's a while, but it's about a human trafficking bust in Florida. But the sheriff talking about how majority of these people who came over, who's prostituting and pimping these people, come from across the border, and they just walk. And these people, they told the people they're not going to do nothing, just walk over there and get all these benefits. And the sheriff breaking down all these benefits. How about they give you travel benefits where you can fly from New York to Los Angeles free on that card and go and just go out in the public and do whatever, mix and mingle.
Yep. Yeah, they just shut down the debit cards that they've been giving out in New York. They've been doing it for over a year. So 180,000 plus people getting X amount of money every week for a year, and we finally tapped out. Apparently, we don't have any more money left.
Used as the propaganda machine to run the migrant problem because it ain't
because
really,
they would know because they were the ones who was leading in housing. They were the ones saying, "Come here, we're gonna."
No, but when they talked about the shelter, I went and did research on that, and I know some people over there, whatever else. They said they took over the shelter and they're making people. If you don't join, you get this and that. It's all fuck shit. I talked to real migrants that's working and doing their thing and different things. It's like, wait a minute, the propaganda. Why is New York the main situation for all that?
Hold on, why all of a sudden? Hold on. How come all of a sudden they can see propaganda? They can't see it any other time when there's shit going on with anybody else.
That's me. It ain't.
I'm talking about the migrants. They now all of a sudden they know what propaganda.
Now all of a sudden they see it. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, guess what? Get out. Because when we got propaganda going on.
When I ask the question, y'all get off the track a lot, and that's crazy. The migrants ain't saying nothing. I know a couple of guys or whatever else. They not on the damn. You feel me? But they saying what? What are you talking about? No, they not. What? I don't understand your question. You said how come all of a sudden they see the propaganda?
You didn't say anything.
What I'm asking. That's changing everything.
I'm trying to listen to your question, but you didn't say anything. Like, what are you trying to? You got to express your point. I don't know what you're trying to say.
You're retarded. Everybody that watched this video gonna say you're retarded. I swear to God.
Okay.
I said,
say it again, please.
Why is New York being used to push this whole migrant fear so heavy in every video I see?
Right. I have the answer for you. I have the answer for you.
Okay, but you just asked me what I said. I said that plain and clear before. Do you understand?
I didn't hear that part. No, I'm talking about what you said just after that when you were like, I know these guys and they don't know and they're not with that. And I didn't understand. But I can tell you why they're using New York.
I know why y'all do that. You try to make me the dummy. Like I don't
know. No. But I can listen. I can tell you what New York is.
You're posing the question
because
you don't understand. You don't understand why they're using New York for the most part. That's the basis of the question.
Yeah.
The reason why is because New York, unlike anybody else, opened their home to China, like, bro, so many different immigrants to the point where you weren't even documenting or checking the background and you giving them food. Bro, everybody know, like I said in my video, know 2 to 3 people who could have used those benefits, who put skin in the game to use those benefits that they just freely gave these people. And
I could use those benefits. I was denied disability. I have COPD. My doctor says that I have the lung capacity of a 60-year-old with severe asthma. So I have COPD. I was diagnosed over a year ago with it. I'm unable to work at my previous job because I just can't do the work. You know, I mean, I can't fucking breathe. Like, it's got a lot to it. Plus, when you can't breathe in enough, you just get tired faster because I'm not taking enough oxygen. So it's a whole fucking mess. But I'm being denied benefits living in New York, even though I've paid into this system since I'm 18 years old. And there's people that come here from other countries that don't give a fuck about America. They don't care about New York. They just want that American dollar. And they want to come somewhere where they're going to get a bunch of shit for free and not have to worry about it. And granted, where they're coming from might not be the greatest place in the world, but you know what? That's not my fault.
But this the thing, the sheriff.
Basically, the reason why is because we're so lenient on migrants out here.
No, of course. Purposely,
saying it's a money thing. Basically, we let.
No, it's stages. There's stages to this. There's levels to all this, and I can break it down. Go ahead.
It's very expensive, and they make it accommodating for migrants. They have rooms where they'll break down a big ass house and make it 1,000 rooms, or break down an apartment and make it. So when y'all both said that, it make me think about it because I'm trying to answer my own question. And yeah, it's very conducive for the migrants out here, and there's opportunities out here in the in the garbage and all kind of fields. I don't want to think about all the fields that they striving in the restaurant, the hotel, but Yeah, I kind of get it, but go ahead. Y'all can finish,
They
brother.
cleared whole buildings for these people. When you
Yep.
got a whole homeless issue on top of an unemployment issue, but it wasn't nothing about money. It was all political. Even the sheriff said they gave these people these benefits on a hints of remember the political party who did this for you. That's unconstitutional right there. That's coercion. That's coercion or whatever.
Coercion.
Coercion. That's what that is. You can't do. And then you going them same people you gonna want to go to the polls and vote for you after I done fed you, clothed you, and gave you travel. And I want to return. I want your vote, but they have no skin in the game. And it's
Like,
older
none
people.
whatsoever.
Look how we treat the elderly in this country. That's disgusting. They deserve that. Look at the veterans.
The veterans.
Yep.
Oh my God! Like the average person wouldn't even last a day in Afghanistan. Meanwhile, these people going through all sorts of psychological and job issues. But how about a person from Venezuela? I don't care about a person from Venezuela. What about that soldier who protected us in Afghanistan, who got his leg blown off in an IUD? Him first.
Yep.
Fuck Venezuela.
Or how about
I
this?
agree.
How about this? Our entire generation, right? We're the first generation in America that's not going to surpass our parents' growth, right? Our parents made it to a certain point, and we're not getting past them because, I mean, one simple aspect of it is the housing market. You know, our parents wound up buying houses for anywhere from $50,000 to $200,000. Now these houses are worth anywhere from $300,000 to $800,000. But the problem is I don't know. I can't, and I don't know anybody else who can go out and buy an $800,000 house just to live in my same neighborhood right now. That's crazy.
Millions.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And these aren't special houses. I mean, they're nice homes, but they're made in the 60s. They're built in the 60s. They're 4-bedroom, 1, maybe 2-car garage. Like it's nothing crazy special. It's a suburban house.
Well, this is the thing for New York to be so democratic. Why don't they help with the housing price? Like how California just did. They said you can no longer charge a person 2 months rent for the first month in order to move in up front. You can't do that no more. They're changing the market because they're noticing, hold on, y'all eating too much by driving it up. And the average person, if you care so much, why aren't you making it affordable besides throwing them in the project area?
Yeah. Well, now what they're doing is even fucking worse. This is even worse.
Don't get away from that point. Don't get away from that point. New York is so democratic. Why haven't they been helping the people who've been putting them in office and doing shit for them the whole time?
Because there's no need to. These politicians don't care about the people. Like they're going to vote one way or the other, and if nobody votes, somebody's going to get it put in office, and there's no accountability.
Is a small percentage in New York.
No,
check it out. Definitely, it's not about the projects. The problem right now is with housing. What's happening is you have firms like BlackRock, right? You have firms like BlackRock and all these other investment firms. What they've done now is they've gone across the entire country and they've bought up all the homes that are vacant, all the homes that people moved out of. They couldn't afford them anymore. They lost their homes to the bank, whatever. These companies have gone out and bought up all these homes, and now you have entire neighborhoods, even brand new building, all new construction, entire neighborhoods that are just all for lease. They don't want you to own the home anymore, so you're not going to buy the house because you can't afford to buy the house, but you can rent it. It's
a tax credit too, because they just like when Kanye sold his house, he gutted everything. So now if I buy an apartment complex and it don't have no bathrooms, kitchen, and they're not going to tax me as an apartment building. It's just going to be a real estate asset. So it's not a livable space. So they're just taxing on the real estate land. So that's why everybody buying up. They ain't housing in these shits. They just holding it until the market get to us. But unfortunately, that shit is over with now. Because if you're foreign, you're gonna, even with the LLC I own now, they just did some shit called the Transparency Act, where you have to list who you are now. They don't give a fuck what it is. And if you miss it, which I did, it's $200, $250 fine every month that you miss and you don't report. Damn. And I got an amendment.
Oh, that's right. I did see a bit about that.
The Transparency Act, and they just passed it last year. Yes. Where whoever's the owner on this shit, put your ID. We need to know everything about you. And if you don't, we're gonna find this company too. And I got up to $900 because I just forgot. But then I did my research, got an amendment.
I don't know that.
Boom.
But that sounds crazy.
Yeah, they basically want full disclosure and full reporting of every business all day long.
Full disclosure.
Every month.
Microscope up your pause, but they want that.
Hand over your books.
Who are you?
Hand over your books. About that, you feel me?
I feel about because guess what? You got this dude from India who got a company over there in the neighborhood who don't give a fuck about the neighborhood pushing bad products. And meanwhile, he a part of an organization who don't like America in the first place. So they saying We got to know who you is. If you own this company in America.
That's what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
like that. You feel me?
Okay.
If you ain't doing nothing wrong, then fuck it. That's
Mm-hmm.
how I feel. If you doing
No, it's an
something wrong,
inconvenience. It's an
because you
inconvenience
can
for the
look up my
average person.
name. I get it. I mean, it is inconvenience, but it helps you too at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
You got
No,
somebody that's
yeah,
gonna
but it
watch you.
also, yeah, but also they're all up in your fucking business every fucking day. So like they send
I
you
don't
a
have an
bill
issue with
or you
that
got to
if
pay
I'm not
something.
a
No,
criminal.
no, no, no. Check it out. If you're not a criminal, right? But let's say you're a hardworking business owner. You know, you're a small business owner. You're doing your thing, and then all of a sudden they hit you with a bill and you can't afford it, and then they go back through your
It is an
books
extra
because
Oh
they
bill.
yeah,
have
It
them.
is a.
that get bad, but it's not all of a sudden. You get warnings. You get all kind
Oh
of
yeah,
good
they
ass
tell your
warnings.
ass. They tell
I
you,
know.
if
I
you
know.
now listen. The crazy part about it is I'm stupid because I sat there and read that fucking message until the deadline went over because I'm dumb.
Yeah,
You know
Nah,
what I'm
you
saying?
ain't dumb. What's what we do? It was new to you. It's like what the fuck? You feel me? And you didn't
Yeah.
realize it was real. But
But
now
it
you
said broad day. You got this to this date to pay this
yep.
transparency act, or we gonna hit you with this. And I sat there and looked at. Then I said, okay. Then when the bill came, I said, oh yeah, I forgot about
Oh yeah.
that. I forgot about
you
that. They said,
register.
nah, what's
It's
Yeah,
like,
up?
oh man,
it takes time to
they weren't
register a
kidding.
bill. You feel me? Takes some
Oh yeah.
time.
Oh yeah. But back to
But
that, man. Listen, we tired of people coming and getting benefits. That shit is done and over with. Take your food stamp card, cut it up, and
I
Yeah.
think,
participate and struggle like everybody else.
I mean,
Or
New
go.
York is rough. New York is
Well,
tough.
no,
I
we don't have
asked
to
that
worry about
question. I
that.
posed that question because I'm in New York and I'm on YouTube. I'm in the YouTube streets. I see what's going on. But at the same time,
Sure.
after hearing y'all arguments and hearing what y'all got to say, man, fuck them. Like, we need everybody to be legit and solid in this bitch because it's so hard for
Yeah.
a legit American to make a living out this bitch and
Mm-mm.
live comfortable
Yeah.
and pay his
So
bills.
so Americans right now, the average American is suffering. Right, we're hurting. We need money. We need this, that, the third. Our country is in shambles as far as allegiance to America. People are just, it's just a fucking shit show right now. And now we have all people coming from all over the world. It's not just South American countries and Mexico. In fact, those are like the least amount of people coming here, to be honest. Like
Mm-hmm.
we have people coming here from 153 different countries.
Mm-hmm.
There's like 3 countries that aren't coming here. It's like North Korea and Russia. But actually, no, it's not true. A lot of Russians are coming here too.
Iranians.
And they're drowning out the
Everybody's coming here.
American pride,
Everybody's
American
coming here.
patriotism.
But
They're
what's
drowning
happening
out
is
the
we're
American.
giving
Yeah.
up all these benefits and we're giving up all these things to them. And who like the government? Look, the government doesn't make money. In case nobody understands this, the government doesn't make money. The only way they make money is by taking it from taxes, and that's it. They don't build anything. They don't sell anything. They don't invest anything. They just take taxes, and that's it.
But
So
you,
when we say the government's giving them this, it's like no, we the people are giving it to them. This money is our money. And even if it didn't come from us, we're going to owe it back because it's ours. So our taxes get raised.
How
Our
about
cost
this?
of living goes up.
Trump also said, I'm coming at the Department of Education. Yeah, because all that money y'all
About time.
allocated every year, I'm coming for that. Because the shit that y'all been preaching and breaking down, it's no longer that. Guess what he said? He said he coming for hospitals, the Board of Education, and they're preaching. He said we're about to emphasize mother-father relationships, mother-father families now. We're coming to implement that back in the situation.
That's a core. That is a core, and it's a necessity is to have a functioning, a functioning family unit that consists of a mother, a father, and children. Okay, because look, it is what it is. People's sexual preference is a sexual preference, but just understand that the way of nature is man and woman. That's just the way of nature, because without that, you can't propagate.
But guess how you get here on this earth?
You have to propagate. You need to have children, and only a man and a woman can do that. So if you don't live that, and you are of a different type of sexual desire,
you're welcome.
That's fine. That's fine. Absolutely no problem. That's cool. Do you? It's all good. But we are not going to start pushing that as that's the norm. Not that it's not normal. It is obviously normal.
How about this? Let's not talk about your sexuality.
It's not the norm. The norm is man and woman.
Let's talk about the individual. Let's leave sexuality out of it. How about that?
Sure. Okay.
That's
so
how
at
you
that point. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And basically, if you're going to push something, you have to push what's going to continue the species. Like we have to, like a man and a woman can only make a child, and that's it. So in order for us to continue to be a species, we have to have men and women together. So yeah, that should be pushed. Like,
Yeah, man.
you know,
But look, you got to go ahead and hit that page. And when it comes time to the roasting these motherfucking politicians, I can come on. You can bring your other people on. We can go from there, man.
oh, we'll
We
get
serve
at
the
them. No
people though.
problem. No
Bush about to
problem.
shake. Bush
Absolutely.
about to shake.
I mean, look, I'm excited for the next 4 years because I really think that like there's going to be some significant changes. Like, look, there's a lot of things that are being said that this is going to be done, that's going to be done. Majority of it isn't going to happen, not because they don't want to do it, not because they're lying. It's because it's just not going to happen. There's just not enough time in a day to do all these things. But
And
the
we've
good thing is, though,
never,
he's got the House and the Senate. He's got both on his side, which is
we got
amazing.
everybody on this side, but we've never in history lived to see a day like this. You
No,
heard?
this is
So-
this is monumental, man. This is history in the making, bro. We are living in a big piece of history right now. This is right here. This is make or break for America. This is like this right here. We're going through our first real, like, true growing pains right here. Looks like it's just me, but yeah, I'm gonna spin for a minute. So right now, America is going through its one of its growing pains. We've had growing pains in the past, you know, with World War, with the stock market crash. You know, we've had some really bad times in America, but we've always bounced back. We've always made it back. This is just another test. Our country, it's not falling apart. I'm not going to say it's falling apart morally. Basically, though, there's a lot of issues right now, and there's a lot of division. And a lot of people are split, and the big problem is that everybody's too concerned with themselves right now. Everybody's all worried about you know, what I want and what I like and what I need and how I feel. And it really doesn't matter when you're a country how the individual feels. Okay, there has to be a tone that runs through the entire network of people in our country in order for us to have a set goal and to be able to achieve it. And the goal in America is to live a nice life, have your family, your friends, the right to work, the right to speak your mind when it matters, and also to be protected against nonsense and bullshit. The government now is in a position where it can really change. It really could change to be more for the people and be better for the people. And I'm not saying it's just Donald Trump. I'm talking about all the people he's bringing in along with him. He's bringing Matt Gaetz, he's brought RFK, Vivek Ramaswamy. You know, he's bringing in some heavy hitters, some really, really intelligent people, some people that are like-minded, and they're all in it for America. They're all in it to make things better, for the people, to make things better for the country, to make things better for the world. And these guys are all legit. They're young, they're energetic. This whole crew that Trump's going to be bringing in, they're real movers and shakers. Mark my words, Vivek Ramaswamy will be our president one day, and I can't wait for that. I wanted him to run this year. Well, he did run this year, but I wanted him to win. But obviously that didn't happen. That wasn't going to happen. But he's got a lot of time. He's a young guy. He just became of age to be able to be the president. So we're going to see a lot of him in the future. But yeah, this team that he's putting together, his cabinet, all the appointees, all the appointments he has to make. There's thousands of appointments that Donald Trump starts making the day he gets in office. All these people that have to run different programs, different departments, this, that, or the third. The first time around, he didn't really know what was going on with all that. He knew a few people, but he didn't know all the players in the game. He didn't know who to put where. So he was counting on the people around him to help him and to point him in the right direction. And even those people, he didn't know them because he's not a career politician. He knows some of the people in the game, but not enough. Well, this is very different now. Okay, this is 8 years later from when he was first elected the last time. So now he knows the game. Now he knows the people. He knows all the players. So now he's actually going to be able to put the right people in the right places, and they're going to be able to get things done. And you see, media is always trashing on him. The left is always trashing on him hard. It's because he's making changes that are good for us, the people, and good for America in general, but not good for the people who aspire to be politicians, lifelong politicians. He's taking the power away from them and giving it back to the people where it's supposed to have been the entire time. Politicians work for us. They're public servants. But the reality these days is that a politician's true job is to no longer take care of the people and take care of the country. Their job in their minds is to get reelected. Okay. And I'm not even talking about the president. I mean, that's an 8-year max deal for someone. I'm talking about politicians, local politicians, and people in Congress and the House and the Senate. They they just they just plan all day, every day on how to get reelected. That's their only concern, is getting reelected. Well, if you're always worried about being reelected and making all your plans and plots about that, you don't really have much time to take care of the country and to do your real job, which is to service the country. And also, there's a big problem with these people getting rich. I mean, these people make like, what, like $150,000, $175,000 a year if you're a senator or a congressperson. But you have these people that have these jobs and they're worth millions and millions of dollars, and it's all through investments. Well, it's kind of weird that you have people that are making tons of money in the stock market, yet they're the same person that sat on the board or sat on the commission that allowed this company to go public or allowed this company to get that contract. And they know about this, and then they turn around and they trade stock based on the information they have, which is, I mean, it's beyond inside information. They're the ones putting these programs into effect. They're the ones who are making the call. Insider trading is, I own a company and I'm going to sell. I call Bush and tell Bush to invest in my company because I'm going to sell and he can get a big payoff when I sell. Well, that's insider trading because I'm giving my known information to him. These are the people that approved me to do that business transaction in the first place. They're the ones who gave the license or the permit for us to go ahead and do whatever we're going to do with my company. So the people that are legislating on whether or not I can even do business, they're the ones who are now investing and getting rich. And that is just so beyond illegal. It's disgusting, and they all do it. And these people should be in prison, because if you or I were to do that, we'd be in prison for 20 years for insider trading, wire fraud, and every charge they tack on with people who, cheat stocks and take part in insider trading. But when it comes to these lifetime politicians like Nancy Pelosi and her husband, Nancy Pelosi's husband has like the best stock trading record ever in the history of anything. Like he's the most profitable person who's ever been involved in the stock market. And it just so happens that his wife, Nancy Pelosi, is the head of multiple, I can't remember what title she had, but she basically just runs everything that has to do with investment and finance in America. And all of a sudden her husband is just picking every stock perfect and making millions. So much so that there was one that was so brazen that he actually had to return $5 million profit on his last trade like 2 years ago. He had to return a $5 million profit because it was so blatant that Nancy Pelosi had just passed the bill or passed, a ruling on a company, and then 3 days later he invests and winds up making $5 million because they sold the next day and the stock tripled. So he had to give that money back. He didn't go to prison. They wouldn't come to any of us, you or I. They wouldn't come and ask us for the money. They'd come and take the money and then put us in prison. Whereas these people, they just gave the money back and they keep their jobs and they still run the country. It's outstanding that these people, I mean, you got to give it to them. They're so dirty and they're so brazen, and they do it right in front of everybody, and they don't care. They don't care. They have no respect for the rules and the law right now, and that's all going to change. And people still are going to talk shit. Of course, they're going to talk shit. Trump's a polarizing guy. I get it, but I think people are going to continue to talk shit. But deep down, in a couple of years from now, people are going to acknowledge that he definitely was able to make a decent change and do good things, because we already had him for 4 years, and those 4 years were good. So now we have them for another 4 years. I hope these are even better, and I think they will be. But that's about it for today. Bull Rad Show. Like, subscribe, comment, let us know how you're doing. Shout out to everybody out there, GD Network. Shout out Stephen Charles. Shout out James Hudson. Was a good kid. We appreciate all the love you guys give us. We appreciate it. Pause. But that's it for now. I think I'm gonna be coming back later on. I might do a
live later on tonight. If not, we'll probably catch up with y'all tomorrow. All right. Be good. God bless. And be good or be good at it. See you guys later. One.